So now, you're joined by V-Wilson92 and Paul to the Reel for a brand new foreign food video.
Everyone want to be a bodybuilder.
So, brace yourself guys as I get the package.
But nobody wants to lift heavy ass weights.
Check this out guys, something totally different.
So V Wilson, can you confirm with crepes, are we going to be heating some of them up as well?
Yeah. Yes, I'll tell you about that, but first I got this from Iceland for £2 I believe it was, and you get 6!
With no tariffs, being Hershey's an American brand?
Ah, we'll get to that, because...
Is there a tariff?
It says here, somewhere, this product is made in France.
Francais? Made in France?
As you can see here, made in France.
But Hershey's is an American brand though, isn't it?
I believe it's part of Mondelez.
Is it Mondelez, the conglomerate?
I believe it's Mondelez, but it's made in France, this product. How about that? And it also says here, the crepes are ready to eat. You can enjoy them cold, but you can also warm them up to have another tasting experience.
Because what we normally do is we have a hot and a dry sample with certain products. So if we try hot and cold, we're going to get a better sample.
Yeah, so we can actually try these cold.
So if this is made in France, Donald Trump can't tariff them.
How about that, sir? And as you can see here...
So 11th of April, so it's in date.
In date.
I've never tried a crepe before, folks.
Something different, guys.
And we've got Coke and Shandy on standby. Be responsible with alcohol. I didn't realise that Mondelez actually owned Hershey's as well.
I'm not sure if they do or not. But look at this, guys.
So, it must be another pastry then, isn't it?
Yeah.
The crepe.
So, as we teach it, obviously we need to remove the packaging before placing it in the microwave.
So we can always edit the video, can't we?
Yeah.
But even feeling the texture, folks.
Oh yeah, that's all of them.
It feels quite firm actually, not too soft. And you can see the chocolate filling inside. Yeah. This looks quite promising.
6 in total for £2 I believe it was.
It looks very similar to a croissant.
I'm going to take one.
So you pay £2 for these?
Yeah.
For 6 crepes. Reasonable value there, folks.
So we've got a plate ready for it.
Thanks for this.
Interesting.
Does it feel like a pan au chocolat or croissant? So, oh boy! Even smelling those, folks, they smell very rich.
Even just as they are.
Does it smell of chocolate and cream?
Yeah. I think you can even see a bit of cream here, guys.
So shall we have one hot and one cold?
One hot, one cold, yeah.
Come on, V Wilson. Ooh.
Here we go, guys.
That looks promising. Is it a strong sense of chocolate and vanilla? It smells like vanilla. It does, as you can see, folks, it looks like a tortilla. It just unravels.
Good start, but let's give it a wet sample a go, guys.
Oh boy, dipping a pastry into Coke. It's a home remedy, I suppose, though, folks. And we're not sponsored, by the way. There's many YouTubers that sample food. We're not sponsored, like most YouTubers. We don't read from a script.
It's a great start, 8.5 so far.
And that's for a dry sample.
Yeah. It's still the same with a wet sample, but for the packaging, I'll give that...
Of course, we rate the packaging and content both out of 10. What do you think?
8.5 out, you know. Nice packaging, that.
I've got to say, folks, that is probably the best diagram I've encountered from this series. Yeah. That looks really realistic. I love the cream background there. Cookies and cream in blue letters. Yeah. It's simple packaging, but what a diagram. Yeah. I like simple, folks. Get to the point. Yeah. Nice range of colours. Lovely diagram.
You can see there's chocolate and cream, vanilla there as well, highlighting it.
So cookies and creams, it does smell very creamy, folks. What about the nutritional information on the reverse?
Not too bad.
However, that's a little bit complicated, but there's a nice simple table there. So how many per crepe? How many calories per crepe?
How many calories? There are 621 kilojoules and calories 149 calories per crepe.
Is it 149
Yeah.
per crepe? That's quite reasonable. You're right, so for one crepe it's 149 calories. So I'm going to have two!
How about that?
That's quite like 2 pieces of toast there, folks. So it's a little bit complex on the reverse, but I am going to award an 8, folks, based on the complex nutritional. But I love that diagram. That is really professional.
For a cold sample, I'm giving this an 8.5 again.
So is it quite soft?
Very. You don't even need a drink, really.
I wouldn't recommend it with this one. As I smell it, folks, it does smell very creamy. Very unique.
It's interesting, guys.
Have you ever tasted a croissant before? Is it quite similar?
Yeah.
Different? Is it a pastry?
It's a lot softer.
Are we traitors, folks? For going continental?
How about that, guys?
How about that?
As I finished my sample, but now it's time for Porter Real to dig deep.
So I am very patient, folks. I'm just watching V. Wilson tuck into his meal. This is going to be the dry sample, so I'm not going to be heating this version here.
So it's the cold sample.
So yeah, it does feel quite chilled actually. As
It's
a
been in the
smell,
fridge.
it really smells of vanilla. It's quite a strong sense there. It feels quite firm, but it's like a burrito. It just unravels. So I'm going to tease the audience, just peel it off. You can see the content inside, chocolate with layers of vanilla there. It's a simple flavour, folks, but sometimes simple is good. Like with this.
And there's something totally different than what we need to natural, isn't it?
It certainly is. I mean, how many products have we sampled now? More than 50 perhaps? Yet I think this diagram actually reflects the real product. It's been enhanced a little bit, but most companies do that. But this is entirely different. Most of the time it's chocolate or very rarely pastry.
Here we go, guys. Time for Porter Real to dig deep. Ronnie Coleman style.
You scared yet, Kip?
Well. It's looking promising so far.
I'm struggling with the term between strange and unique.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Because it's the aftertaste. It's very creamy, folks. It's very, very strong. Even by itself, it's quite soft to bite into. So it doesn't taste like cardboard. But there's just a blend between vanilla and chocolate, but it's very unique or strange. I can't describe it, folks. Would you agree with that, with the aftertaste or the combination of the flavours? I think I've got to have one more sample, folks. Even now I can taste, it resembles Oreo. I think it resembles a form of Oreo.
Could be.
That's what I was trying to explain. I thought this tastes quite familiar.
Here we go. And we've got 4 more to go, guys. Look at this, guys.
How about this for a healthy breakfast? Gotta dig deep.
So stay tuned for a hot sample.
And V. Wilson has another foreign product in the fridge. Is he going to tease us for a couple of weeks in advance?
Stay tuned, I'm afraid, guys.
Because next time we're going to be sampling one of mine. It's going to be a big one. I'm going to award this a 9 out of 10, folks.
Very promising.
To summarise, it tastes like a very creamy edition of Oreo. Very soft, very rich, but quite soft to bite into. With the crepe, something entirely different. But I'm very grateful I've sampled it.
So I'm going to stop the video as we get ready for a hot sample. So bear with us, guys. We're back, guys. So this has now been heated. As you can see, we've got a sample of 2 ready. So, are you ready to dig deep, Bolton Real?
Now, just before we started filming this again, I found the hair on a plate, folks. Obviously, V. Wilson must be shedding. I mean, I don't have much hair anyway, I'm shaved. So if that was a restaurant, folks, V. Wilson crib he is. Poor health and safety, one could say. But this is being heated in the microwave. Will I behave in V. Wilson's crib, folks? But these have been heated in the microwave. V. Wilson, you're up first. Will it make a difference?
Your sample.
I will. How does it feel to begin with?
Much softer.
It smells richer, doesn't it, being in the microwave?
Time to dig deep, guys.
So they've been heated for 10 seconds in the microwave. Do they make a difference? So it looks quite soft to bite into.
Softer. But that's all I can really say, really. The flavour's still the same.
Is it not richer, or is it the same?
Slight improvement. I'd give it a 9.
So
Half a point now.
half a point difference then.
Now time for pot and reel to dig deep.
Come on, folks, I can't wait much longer. So as you can see, I've just peeled it off. It's quite soft, but it was soft in the first place. You can see the mixture of chocolate and cream. Does it make a difference?
I wonder.
And hopefully I don't taste V. Wilson's hairs. Shall I take it back to the server? No tip. I don't think there's much difference, folks.
Not much, is there?
I'm going to award it the same rating of 9 out of 10, folks. It doesn't actually make a difference.
Still a strong performance.
But then again, because we only heated it for the recommended 10 seconds, maybe if we kept it in for longer, but it's still quite soft and rich. So the flavour hasn't changed and the texture hasn't changed.
Just made it warmer, really, and easier to digest.
So what are your final thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. The same, yeah. But give it yourself, definitely a strong performance, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we've covered most parts now, folks. If you enjoy pastries like croissants, pain au chocolat, you'll probably enjoy this product. But because it's made in France for any Americans, no tariffs.
Yeah.
J. Trump.